today's video, I'm going to show you how to shop for health insurance in 2026. Let's go.
All right, guys, so the first thing we need to do is to go to this website. Number one, bettercare.com. You will land on a page like this. You enter your zip code, first name, email address, and phone number. Right, and then you click on See Plans and Prices. And now on this page, let's say we're looking for a plan for a family of 4, husband, wife, daughter, and son. So let's do that. 45-year-old male and 40-year-old female and a 12-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son, for example. Right, click continue. Now on this page, we enter the estimated 2026 household annual income for this family. And we're gonna do 70,000, for example. And here it's going to show you how much this family is going to qualify for as a subsidy or a tax credit. This is not cash card money. They will not receive this money in their bank account, for example, or on a Visa card or something like that. This probably you will hear a lot of ads saying this, but that's not true. So all this is a tax credit that will be applied on the plan that they're going to choose and reduce it by this amount if they choose to use the entire subsidy or tax credits offered by the government. So click continue. And on this page here, if you would like to enter names of doctors, hospitals, and specialists to make sure that they are on your plan, you can do that. But for the sake of making this video short, I'm just going to skip that. I will do the same thing for prescription drugs. All right, so let's see what kind of plans this family would qualify for. We're looking at a zip code of 32825, which is in Orlando, Florida zip code. So as you can see, this family can choose one of 206 plans in the marketplace. And because they qualify for a higher subsidy or a substantial subsidy, 1840. So any plans that are priced under 1840 will become automatically free, as you can see on the screen. But since I would like to caution my clients about the hidden cost of any insurance plans, and this is probably something that you will not hear from, some agents. I'm not going to say all agents, but some agents who are just interested in having you on their business books. They may not disclose this information for you because if they do, then you would say no. Okay. So let's look at this plan, for example. So this is the lowest premium plan. This is $0 for this family. But the reason why I would not recommend a plan like this is because it has a huge deductible upfront, which means that if this family wants to use this plan, they will have to pay everything from their pockets until they reach 7,500 per person. And if they don't reach that number, that means it's like they don't have insurance. That's every time they go to a hospital or see a doctor, they would have to pay out of pocket. Some of the plans, what they do, they will save you money. Like this one, they will save you money only on primary care visits and specialist visit. As you can see here, these two have flat rates, and it doesn't matter if it is before the deductible is met or after the deductible is met, still they can pay the same amount, and they will not have to pay the full price. But other than that, so if they need, for example, an X-ray or an MRI, for example, that costs, let's say, $1,800, for example. So if they have a $7,500 deductible, that means they will have to pay the entire $1,800 for that MRI. And even so this is the reason why I would not recommend a high deductible plan. Okay, and I'm going to discuss other numbers that we need to pay attention to in time. So I'm going to scroll back out of this plan, and then I'm going to keep going here. And as long as I'm seeing a high deductible here, I'm not going to, stop. I'll just continue to scroll. Okay, so far we still have high deductible plans. And of course, we have no longer free premiums, as you can see on the screen. And this is a plan that I would probably, on its surface, it looks fine because it has zero deductible here. But what you really need to pay attention to this plan, this is a great example to show you a hidden cost. So this deductible only applies to health. Now, if you look to your right here, you will see that there is a separate deductible for medication. So, for example, this is a plan that I would not recommend to a family who have who needs prescription drugs. So, because if I do, then they will have to pay for all their medication. So this is another example where you need to pay attention before choosing any plan. Or if you have somebody helping you, please you have to ask them these questions. How much is deductible on health, and if there is a separate deductible for medication. Now, so as long as I'm seeing deductibles on either health or medication, I'm just going to keep going. My ideal plan will have a lower deductible than 1500, and that's when I'm going to stop and research it a little bit more. So here still $0, but here 3,800. And then let's move next page. And since I have had great luck with Ambetter, I have recommended Ambetter for my clients in 2025 a lot because they have the most affordable plans, vis-a-vis their health benefits and stuff like that. So I'm not going to be paying attention to the insurance company itself. Um, but if you are determined that you want to stay with your company, all you need to do is to come to the side here and choose the company that you would want to stay with, and then look at their plans and apply the same process that I did in the beginning of this video. So I am choosing Amber here because I know I did research these plans more than 2 or 3 times so far, and this is November 2nd. And I have also noticed that Amber still has the most affordable plans that you can choose from. They have a lot of plans too. They have plans, let's see, for example, this one zero deductible, but they have deductible on medication, so you can pick and choose. If you are not taking medications, yeah, this plan should be fine for you. Okay, but if you do have prescription drugs, then I would stay away from these as well. So I'm going to just keep scrolling until I see a plan, as I said, that I would probably be encouraged uh, to to recommend for the family. Now look at this one. So lowest deductible so far 800, which is great. And as you can see here, let's look at the details of this one. So as soon as the family, let's say we take the same example, let's say they have an MRI that's cost them $1,800. So let's see how much they're gonna pay. So an MRI, before the deductible is met, they will have to pay $800 first and then 35%, which means $800, first $800, then they have to pay 35% of of 1,000, which is 350. So the first MRI for this person here, whoever needs an MRI in this family, is going to cost them $1,150. And after that, for that person, whenever they need any additional health services, they only pay 35%. Now, the entire family can get the same co-insurance if the deductible, if they have spent more than $1,600 for the entire family. So if they do, then they can benefit from 35% as well, regardless if, let's say, the father has not reached his deductible or one of the kids has not yet. So um, 35% is not too bad. I do personally prefer 20% plans, co-insurance on plans, and or maybe 30%. But 35 is not too bad either. So very quickly, let's see if we can find. So this one was 557 per month after the tax credit has been applied. Now, let's see, so this 557, and I believe I found another plan, this one, so $80 more. So if this family can afford a little bit more, $80 more, they can get this plan. It's still a low deductible for both health and medication. 1,450 is not too bad. But the good thing with this plan, the reason why I like it for a couple of reasons, the primary doctor visit is $15 instead of 35, and the specialist is $35 instead of $55. And if they meet their deductible, all they pay is 20%. So for example, if we apply the same thing with the MRI, then MRI is $1,800. They pay the first $1,400, and the remainder of that $1,400, let's say it's 18 months, let's say, for just make the math easier, let's say $400, they pay 20% of the $400, which is 10% for is another $80. So the whole thing would cost them 1450 plus 80, which is 1530. This is for the first occurrence. And then after that is 20%. So whenever they need, if they need another, for example, MRI around $2,000, all they pay is $400, which will save them $1,600 on the next MRI, for example. So this is how I personally research plans for my clients. All you need to do is just watch this video over and over again. You should be able to pick a good plan for you. If you would like me to review it for you, please feel free to call, text me. Direct number is 407-588-0505. And if you would like me to just like create another video here and send it to you or tag you when it's done with your own, demographic information, you don't have to disclose private information. All I need is zip code, um, um, and gender, male, female, and ages, and household annual income. If you give me this information without mentioning your name or any more specific information, I'll be more than happy to create a quick video just like this one, and I'll show you your options, and I'll show you my recommendations, my first two recommendations, let's say. And also, you could add dental to these plans. You do not have to purchase dental with health right away. You can either add them to here later, or you can purchase your dental through a private company off the marketplace exchange. Now, when you are decided you want to go with this plan, for example, all you need to do is come down here and click Add to Cart, and then Start Application. And then here you will be forwarded to a privacy statement where you need to check these two boxes here and sign your name. So let's do it. And then you click Continue. And here you will have to enter your information, your entire information for you and your family members, first name, last name, date of birth, social security number, and stuff like that. And when you're done doing this, you will be given the opportunity to submit a payment for the first month, which I highly recommend so that you don't have to worry about it later. If you do this, as I showed you on this video, before December 15th, then your plan is going to start January 1st. But if you wait until after December 15th, what's going to happen is that your plan is not going to start on January 1st. It's going to start on the following month, which is February 1st.
All right, that's it for today's video. Make sure to check my other videos where I go deeper in explaining how to find a plan that will be covered by your doctor, your specialist, urgent care facilities, and major hospitals in your area, and that will also pay for your medications at the lowest cost possible. You will also find many examples of how I research health coverage options for my followers. If you too would like me to create a customized video for you or your family, go to onebettercare.com/demo and fill out a short form there, and I will email you a personalized video for you to conveniently watch when you're ready to shop for a plan. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions, and if you find this video valuable, please give it a like and share it so it can reach and benefit more people like yourself. To learn more tips and get the latest about health insurance, consider subscribing to the channel and click on the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.